Oh, well, hey, Todd, my name is Greg, and you and I spoke today. I called you up, and you had the opportunity to vent at me because you get mistaken for being a roofer when in actual fact you're a painter, and I can understand why that is super frustrating. Somewhere along the line, you've been misclassified as a roofer. So I said that I'd make you this video, Todd, to show you what you might be able to do to get your website getting a little bit more traffic via Google search. Um, I know that you said that you've got someone, your tech guy, already doing some search engine optimization work for you, and that's good. And I'm happy to share this video with you, and I'm happy for you to share this video with him, and give some steer there as to what might be done to get you more traffic. And then, of course, if you want to speak further, I'd be more than happy. So, going to give you an overview here, Todd. It's all about beating your customers to the top of Google, or at least to the first page of Google. And there are three areas to focus on when doing this work. The first one being content. That's the words and images, quality and quantity throughout your website. The second one being backlinks. This is the number of times that your website is linked to by another website on the internet. The internet is a web, and the more you participate in that web, the more you can build trust with Google, because if those sites linking to you are trusted, then by association you become trusted too. And the third thing are citations. That is the number of times your business name, address, and phone number are mentioned anywhere on the internet. This gives you an opportunity to win the maps section up here, which is another great way to get presence on the first page of Google. So then, without further ado, Todd, let's go ahead and take a look at content. So this is about quality and quantity. From a quantity point of view, you have no problem. You've got almost 20,000 words throughout your website. This is good. I mean, you operate in a very competitive area, painting, San Francisco Bay Area, highly competitive. So having a high quantity of words on your website is good. Quantity matters because Google assumes, the machine assumes that if you can write all these words about what you do, you must be an authority, therefore they can trust you. Number two, if you can write all these words, then they will assume that somewhere in these words are the answers that their customers are looking for when searching for painter San Francisco, for example. So you've got the quality, you've got the quantity down, but the thing that we want to look at here is quality. Quality really is all about the choice of words that you've got written throughout your website. When I say choice of words, I mean as follows. This here is what we call a keyword phrase. It is Painting Contractors Lafayette, California. It is the kind of phrase that someone like me would use when starting my search to find a painter in Lafayette. It is what we call a buyer intent location-based keyword. Buyer intent because simply it is known that this kind of keyword search is typically used by people that are ready to buy, rather than what is the average cost of painting in Lafayette. That's more of a research question. And the second thing here is it's location-based, Lafayette. You know, your customers are looking for local contractors because that's a trust and convenience situation there. So what do we need to do? We need to make sure that we get as many of this kind of keyword phrase that is relevant to your services and relevant to the locations that you operate in. And you've got a great list of those on your website. Make sure that we write these into your website. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at what is currently indexed for you. So by index, I mean Google has read your website and they have pulled out all the keywords that they think are relevant to your site. And that is the basis upon which they understand what you're all about. Okay, so you currently get 17 organic visits a month. One of your competitors gets, what is that? That's 3.5, almost 4 times as much. So we think about what that might do for your business. But let's look at the keywords. So currently, Google has understood and indexed for you the following keywords for which you are on position 1 for any particular Google search. Now, these are not buyer intent keywords. These are research keywords. Look, this person is searching for, well, Google, you've got written somewhere in your website about certain colors by Sherwin-Williams. Again here, again here, again here. But these are not buyer intent location keywords that someone looking for you in that area would find you. other than, for example, as we get further down the page. Now this column here is position 20. That's second or third page of Google. So this is better. This is an interior painting San Francisco keyword, but you're ranking on the third page for it. So what we actually want to do here is go ahead and rewrite some of your content to pull in as many of these kinds of keywords as Danville, especially those that have the highest search volume. Write them into your content so that Google can recognize you as being relevant for those keywords onto the first page of Google. Okay, you can see here these guys have done a pretty good job, and right at the top here, they're really focusing in on these bio-intent location-based keywords: house painter San Francisco house painting, so on and so forth. So that's content. That's content. So the second thing I mentioned was backlinks. This is Google's popularity contest. Backlinks allow Google to trust you, and you get a trust score here, which is denoted by this number. Now this is a percentage, so you have a site trust score of 4.7%. We would want to push this number up. Now we look at your competition here. One of your competitors, anyway, they have a trust score that's not much higher, but they're doing a great job from a keywords point of view. So if we fix your keywords and we drive your trust score up, we can get you ranking here. The process here then, Todd, is to go out and do some research, figure out the best possible, most high quality, high strength, high trust, relevant websites to link you to, and we go out and we request a link from them. Either we pay or we register, or whatever the case may be. So that's the process there for backlinks. It's an ongoing process. We do this month after month because we build your trust profile over time with Google. We don't want it to happen too soon. They can consider that to be spammy. So the last thing I wanted to talk to you about was what I call citations. That is any mention of your business name, address, and phone number anywhere on the internet. That allows you to win this maps section here. So the strategy here is to go out and source as many of these potential directories to list your business on, at least 200 to start with, to really overwhelm your competition in terms of what they have in terms of citations, to give you a good chance of winning not only the maps here, but also one of these spots here in organic search. So there you go, Todd. Again, an overview. Content, you've got a lot of quantity. That's great. But in terms of the quality, we want to get those keywords written in there so that Google really understands what your site's about. Backlinks. Build the trust of your site up by going out there and securing as many possible backlinks from high quality sites as possible, linking them back to you to push a trust score up. And lastly, citations. Find out all those directories that will list your business. Think, for example, BBB, Yelp, Yellow Pages, but there are hundreds of them, really. And go out and just get high volume citation count to give you a good chance of getting onto the maps here. So there you go, Todd. That's the work that I do. I wanted to share this with you just to add some value from our conversation that we had earlier today. Really do feel free to share this with your SEO person. I hope that it's valuable to them, and I truly hope that this helps you. You know, advertising is a necessary evil, as we talked about, but sometimes it's just evil and a waste of your money, and I don't want that. So if you have any questions, Todd, please feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to talk further. I wish you all the best, Todd. Thanks very much.